और कितना बड़ा है?
अभी आवाज भी कर रहे हैं।
If you have any questions, do feel free to ask. Here inside this barn, we've got just over 200.
देखो आवाज भी देखो आप ढंग से लो।
Everyone male alligator put inside here is female. And the reason for that is one male alligator can cover several different females in the mating season. But more importantly, male alligators are very territorial. So to help minimize the fighting going on in here, we minimize the amount of males going in. I see a lot of you saying, Jeremy, 250 alligators, one small bucket of food, how in the world are you going to feed them all? Well, the alligator's a reptile, a cold-blooded animal they cannot eat every day. So once a month we throw over 1,000 pounds of beef, chicken, pork, fish, farm-raised rats and rabbits. And then any children wearing white shirts also get sponsored. And as you can see, alligators by any means are skinny. So they all do get plenty of food. The two feeding's done here today to show you how alligators eat. But they get an alligator in the wild does play an important role. That's during the dry season. The alligator, among all the other animals out there, starts looking for water. The alligator will start digging down to the ground. Once he does hit the water, out and create what's called a gator hole. And inside these gator holes, not only do you find alligators, but you find the fish, turtles, frogs, and the itty bitty little apple snail living inside there with the alligator. Now, not only do these animals benefit from that, but so do your deer, panthers, foxes, possums, raccoons, even those flying birds will go and drink out of that hole. And in that, the alligator has created himself which means he picks and chooses which animals he's going to eat. And talking about being eaten by an alligator, how in the world are people attacked by them? One of the most common ways people see alligators sitting out in the sun. They don't move around a whole lot, they can hardly even survive. And the first thing they all want to go and do is try and touch them. And the next common way people get attacked here, that's by swimming with them. When only your head sticks up out of the water, you look like a tasty little duck. So the alligator will come right up to you, grab onto you, take the alligator. He now realizes he's got something too big. And a lot of times they end up letting you go. But when they decide to hold on to you, they'll spin to rip chunks of meat off. And with that, people end up panicking, end up drowning, or end up bleeding to death. So the point we're trying to make here today, guys, if you get hot on your stay in South Florida, find a pool to swim in. Leave the lakes and canals to the alligators. Now, the third most common way people get attacked here, that's by doing what I'm getting ready to do right now. Feeding an alligator is a very bad idea. An alligator who is naturally scared of man, once given that first piece of food, they lose that natural fear, and they'll actually come right on up to you. And it is against federal law to feed or harass a wild alligator. So if you get caught doing this, not only may there be some fines involved, but how many of you guys noticed the prison down the road? How many of you out there have not yet been on the airboats? This will be something for you to think about. Notice that alligators are very capable of jumping and climbing. So, can an alligator jump or climb in the boat? Yes. Okay. And if an alligator jumps in your boat, you jump out the other side of the boat. And if you're worried about your driver, don't be. He sits way up on top of that boat. Now you'll notice those alligators down there in the water. They search for food underneath the water, and that's because the throat of the alligator is sealed shut. So that allows them to drag animals underwater, drown them, and not drown themselves. Once he is ready to swallow them, he needs to bring his head back up above the water in order to do so. Now we do the side of the head of the alligators, and that's because they can only see from the side. They can't see directly in front of them. It is a blind spot. Behind those eyes, they do have ears. They've got a waterproofing flap that does protect the ear to prevent water from going down into the ear. Back in the late 60s and 70s, alligators were considered to be an endangered species. But due to alligator farming like what you have seen here today, we're now proud to say there are over 1 million alligators out in the wild, so they're no longer endangered, but are still protected. We've got a few more rounds to go.
Parce que je préférais quand ils ont une seule bourse qui revient, qui fait quand ils dégoûtent, ça fait dobrý, jak to hází do cíle.
Alright guys, the last and final rest. Let's see. Unless we've got any unwanted children, husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, in-laws, we take all donations, line them up here, we toss them in one at a time. If not, guys, hope you all enjoyed that feeding demonstration and enjoy the rest of your time here with us at the Everglades Alligator Farm. Airboats, guys, if you got tickets for the next airboat straight up that way, make a left, take you right over. Next show, 1 o'clock, Snake Show, Snake Island.